A young girl of only 13 years old becomes pregnant and will have to live through nights of anguish because her baby does not want anything to do with her. One day, Carla's life changes drastically when Asen, the social visitor, arrives for a crime committed days ago, when Carla stops attending classes, and together with her best friend Efren they damage property that is not theirs. Which for them is child's play, but in reality they are committing a crime that has legal consequences. Asen alleges that the owner would forget everything if they were responsible for paying the damages caused, which are no less than €1,000. So logically neither Carla nor her mother Penelope can pay such a large amount, since her mother barely has a restaurant on the side of a road, which the authorities are about to close due to how unhealthy it is. Furthermore, her mother lives with a man, who is a freeloader and who gets along very badly with Carla. While the defender inquires about the relationship between Carla and her mother, as usual, mother and daughter begin to argue, since Penelope was lying saying that she never leaves her daughter alone, so Carla called her a liar. And then during the conversation, the family defender finds out that Carla is a little sick, with vomiting and general discomfort, so she immediately took her to the laboratory to do some tests, and what she discovers is totally heartbreaking. Well, hours later, when she has the results in her hands, it turns out that Carla's life is complicated, since she is not sick, but pregnant. What happens is that Carla has always felt that her mother does not love her, which makes her feel ignored and very alone, and instead of attending school, she goes with Efren on the bicycle and they have fun making love. However, for now Carla will be admitted to a help center for pregnant teenagers, under the care of Ruben and Carol, so she will have to face her pregnancy and raise her son in that center. And if Penelope wants to get her daughter back, she must guarantee a decent place for the well-being of her baby. After meeting her caregivers, Carla meets with the other girls, who one by one tell her stories, each one more moving than the other. From 14-year-old girls who already have a newborn baby, who have been beaten by the father of their child. Like another, when she was barely 13 years old, her partner hit her in the belly when she was 5 months pregnant, and she almost lost her baby. Even girls abused by their own relatives. But among them, there is always a common factor, and that is that all of them in one way or another are girls emotionally abandoned by their parents, who made the decision to have and fight for their children no matter how hard it may be. Likewise, Carla listens very attentively, and a little nervously, to all the testimonies, and in the end she couldn't take it anymore, and together with all the girls she began to cry, and a shower of feeling collapsed on her. And that's how Carla realizes all the mistakes she made. Then we see that her stay there is not so easy. The nights for Carla are eternal, although it is normal for her to feel nervous, since everything is new for her, even her belly is something new. So her roommate moves into Carla's bed so she doesn't feel so alone that night, and her roommate puts her hands on her belly so she can touch the baby. As the days passed, Carla very quietly observed the girls' babies, watched carefully how they took care of them, bathed them and played with them. She could feel the love they gave to her babies and the love that Asen gave to all the girls, including Carla. On the other hand, Carla gets upset every time her mother visits her, since she always comes accompanied by her boyfriend, whom the girl does not tolerate, so she does not receive her and gets angry shouting expletives. Both Carla and the other girls are allowed to go shopping or go for a walk like any young person her age, while their babies are cared for by their guardians and other girls who stay at home. The day when her roommate gave birth to her baby, Carla was able to feel the tenderness and love for her baby closer, and she spends hours contemplating her roommate when she sleeps with her little baby. And she desperately wanted her baby to be born soon so she could hug him. In the morning, like any normal day, the girls go shopping with their babies. And while Carla was walking, she felt uncomfortable when people saw her big belly, and made comments, just seeing how young she is, and she is already pregnant, so she leaves upset. Carla once again locks herself in her thoughts, and sadness is once again reflected in her eyes. At the same time, Carla's relationship with her mother has been changing a little. Now they get along better. Penelope tries to be the mother she never had, and they talk amicably about Carla's doubts about her pregnancy, and her mother remembers how her daughter was born. This way they spend more time together. But everything was very different for Carla when her little baby, named Efren, was born. At first Carla feels happy and excited. She takes care of her baby very well, she is affectionate with him, in truth she tries as much as possible to be a good mother. Although she is very strict with herself, she wants to do everything herself and without anyone's help. She is very possessive of her son, she doesn't like it when they touch the baby and only she wants to bathe him, although the baby, unlike the others, always cries at night, and does not let Carla sleep. The days go by and the child continues to cry every night, and it is very difficult to calm him down. Carla, no matter what she does, cannot calm him down, but when she takes him in her arms her caregiver does calm down, and she manages to sleep. This frustrates Carla a lot, how tired and exhausted from so many sleepless nights, she is distracted by what she has always liked to do, dancing. Although she is now famous on YouTube for uploading some of her videos. Sometimes her classmates meet with Carla, this time they talk about their babies. Most of them agree that they do not regret having had their baby, they are happy and grateful to the center, since many work thanks to them, who have taught them values, and have given them a lot of love. And as is routine, Carla always goes straight to tend to Efren when she finishes her activities, but her patience is already running out, because she still can't find anything to silence the baby. She picks him up, sings to him, dances to him, he doesn't know anymore what to do. She is very desperate because she wants him to sleep, since she has had sleepless nights and wants to rest, so in her desperation, she tells her guardian that the baby is doing it to annoy her because he doesn't want her to be his mother. Imagine how that girl must feel, who suddenly, at 14 years old, finds herself with an accumulation of responsibilities at the same time. Because of all these things, Carla begins to change her attitude towards her baby, making Carol responsible for carrying and caring for him, although sometimes when she sees him sleeping, she feels that she loves him and is very affectionate with him. Her mother has also seen a great change in her. This time she shows it by attending the family Sunday that they have prepared at the center. There they enjoy sharing happy mother and daughter, dancing and singing together like they never did in their lives. Both she and her mother sense that from now on, their relationship will be one of mutual understanding and support, because Carla is beginning to mature, and Penelope is determined to save the mother-daughter relationship. So everything is not a problem or sadness for Carla, since her mother takes advantage of her and gives her the news that the restaurant is almost sold, and her relationship with her boyfriend has ended. This gives Carla new hope of being able to leave the help center, as she was worried because some of the girls have been there for several years, and still have nowhere to go. So she doesn't want to go through the same thing as the girls. Although Carla still doesn't know what she wants to be when she grows up, it catches her attention when she hears about a nursing course, but she is interrupted because Efren is crying. This time the baby cries because Carla hasn't changed his diaper. She is so tired that she even loses track of time. Unfortunately, Carla collapses, and gives priority to the music before her son, letting him cry. She prefers to continue dancing, so as not to see the reality that afflicts her, and she does not want to continue listening to his crying, but she immediately reacts and regrets it and then takes care of him. And when the baby sleeps, she looks at him with great tenderness. At night Carla and the girls get dressed to go out for a while, since it is Friday. However, Carol tells Carla that the baby has a fever and needs her mother, so she doesn't let her go, and although Efren was already fine. So she decides to escape with the girls and have a fun night. Now, when returning to the help center, Carla decides to stay and not return. It is as if she wanted to forget her life and evade reality for a few moments, but Carol's call made her return to reality and return. However, Carla goes into crisis and begins to cry like never before, and in her desperation she asks to call her mother. Then she vents to her, asking why Efren always cries even though she sings and talks to him. He keeps asking her why she cries with her, and with Asin he shuts up and falls asleep. She asks him why he doesn't love her and accept her as her mother. She also tells him that she doesn't know what to do, and finally asks Penelope to sing him the song that she sang to him when she was a baby. Upon hearing it, she calms down and returns to normal. Then Carla discovers how much she loves Efren. All this that Carla has had to go through is making her mature quickly. The next day she is given permission to share with her mother, which has sold the restaurant that belonged to her grandmother, and she has bought a small apartment to live alone with Carla. Later they go to look for some things they left in the restaurant. There Carla sees her friend Efren from afar, and then leaves. She remembers those times when they rode a bicycle together, and thus being able to leave the past behind. So Carla begins a new life with her mother, who from now on will take care of Carla and ensure that she continues her studies, in order to give her son a better future. This is the summary of a movie called La Maternelle. Click here and don't miss the next video.